Ooh, hello, Wolfpack. Okay, we got Tuesday. We are going to do our back squats. This might be the last week that we do these drop sets, kind of progress them the last few weeks, and I don't know if there's much more room to progress. So I feel like attacking this one pretty good. Your body should be pretty used to it over the last couple weeks, so you can probably push the weight a little bit. Gave you guys an opportunity to do a few extra reps here if it feels pretty good. 'Cause sometimes when we get to a little bit lower rep range, the 3 is obviously very, very fatiguing because it's heavy, but sometimes you can crank out a few extra reps in the little AMRAP sections here, or the drop set section. So 2 sets, 3 back squats. We'd like to add weight from last week. We did 4, rest 30 seconds, 4, rest 30 seconds, 4. So if you were here, your goal would be to add maybe 10, maybe 20 pounds if it was pretty easy last week, but on the safe side, probably somewhere around 10 pounds. So do 3. Rest our 30 seconds. Drop the weight, 20 for males, 10 for ladies. 3 to 5 reps, 30-second rest. Drop the weight again, and then 3 to 5 reps, and that's 1 set. We're going to do 2 of those, okay? Just make sure whatever weight we choose here, right, we can still maintain perfect back squat form. We're able to get through with decent tempo, right? Normal back squat, stand up, second or 2 break to breathe and brace the midline. Squat. It shouldn't be so heavy that we have to stand there for 5 seconds just to be able to do this. Okay. And like the last few weeks, I anticipate this set being the most challenging since it's only 20 pounds less. This middle set seems to get a little bit more challenging. So just make sure we're still bracing the midline, keeping that torso elevated and vertical. We're getting good depth, and we're completing these squats again at a decent tempo. Okay. And then I think the last set here will be a little bit easier since it's 40 pounds lighter. Okay. Just make sure we're choosing appropriate weights. But if we can add a little bit of weight from last week, that would be ideal. Okay, rest as long as you need. Probably need 3 minutes or so. Get yourself back in gear, right? Pretty simple there. 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. I forgot the 1 minute off. It's going to be 3 on, 1 off. Okay, just like we've been doing in the past, you've been buying in with some kind of movement. So we're going to buy in tomorrow with 20 wall balls. We need to make sure we choose a ball weight that you can do all 20 in a row. Okay, and definitely less than 1 minute of work. Okay, we want to have a minimum of 2 minutes to AMRAP our toes to bar and our jump rope. So even if you do a quick break, 10 and 10 or 12 and 8, it needs to be done in less than a minute. We're looking ideally at like 45 seconds of work. If you're fast with wall balls, ladies can usually go a little bit faster, 35 seconds. Guys maybe closer to 40 seconds if you go unbroken, and that's kind of what we're looking for. 45 seconds of work, 10-second transition. That puts you right at about 2 minutes for the AMRAP. So just make sure we are not exceeding 1 minute maximum on these wall balls so that we have plenty of time to work through the toes to bar and the double unders. Okay, so we're starting at 1. As we start the first round, it's going to be a lot more about the jump rope than the toes to bar, since 1, 2, 3, 4 go pretty quick. So you're going to be back on the jump rope very quickly, right? Run 1 toe to bar, 30, 2 toes to bar, 30. So you're probably going to spend the first 5 or 6 rounds of this thinking that this is a double under workout. And you're going to be doing a lot of double unders, okay? Obviously, as we get a little bit longer down the line, the reps start to increase. It's going to be less about the double unders and more about the toes to bar, right? If we do a set of 8 toes to bar, you do 30 double unders, and that takes 15 seconds. You're right back to 9 toes to bar. So there's going to be a point where this workout switches where the toes to bar are going to feel really, really good, and the double unders are probably going to be the hard part. And then there'll be one set where it switches gears, and it's going to be a completely toe to bar oriented workout because we're not getting a lot of rest between the toe to bar sets, okay, since they're bigger and the 30 double unders are quick. So just be prepared for that. We want to make sure whatever jump rope set we choose is something that you can do, like I said, very, very fast, 20, maybe 30 seconds maximum. Okay, we don't want to spend most of this AMRAP, especially in the beginning rounds, right? If we're taking over 30 seconds on the double unders, that really only gives us time for like 2, maybe 3 sets, right? 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom, and that's going to eat up your whole 2 minutes, and we don't want that. We want to make sure we get down the line and get some early volume in. That way we can get to the bigger sets at the end and become more of a toe to bar workout. So be smart with the jump rope. We'll do 60 singles, but whatever we choose to do here should probably be closer to 20 seconds. That way we can crank through a whole bunch of rounds here, get to a little bit higher number, and kind of go from there. So just be smart with what you choose there. And other than that, just in the beginning rounds, Okay, don't take your total bar form for granted. I know when there's short reps, sometimes people will shorten up their kip, right? They'll maybe pull more with their arms, or they'll do a swim kick, which actually fatigues your abs a little bit more. So I wouldn't change anything about your total bar technique if you use the big, long, swooping kip. Keep doing that and be as efficient as possible and breathe, because once you get to the later rounds, the higher numbers, you're going to need that efficiency. You're going to need a little bit more in the tank. And if we burn out too quick trying to sprint through these early sets, the later rounds are going to get pretty tough. So pace yourself good, but we want to make sure we're moving through the first round so we can get a big chunk out of the way and then kind of go from there. Okay, 3 sets, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. I'll add that to the programming right now. But other than that, fun little Tuesday. Squats on a Tuesday. I haven't done that in probably 5 years. So I hope you like the little switch up, and we'll see you in class. Bye.